What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you guys saw in that first clip, we finally, and I mean finally, got the Z running. And I say that because this is the longest that this car has been down since I've owned it, and it's definitely sucked at times. So I'm just happy to have it back. I'm hyped to share it, the experience with you guys. We got a few things that we need to button up in this video before we hit the dyno. I've kind of been back and forth with Martin, dialing in a base map, so that way I'm able to drive the car, check for leaks, and make sure everything is operating as it should. So I'm hyped on that. I am gonna also be taking you guys on a ride along in this video so you can hear what this car sounds like, because I'll be real with you, that shit crazy. That shit is crazy. But yeah, so let's get into the video. Let's see what we gotta do, and then we'll take you guys for that ride along. Alrighty, so as you guys see, the car for the most part is pretty buttoned up. Everything is operating as it should. Off camera, I did actually rewire my fan. It was spinning the wrong way, so the car was getting a little hot, but I got it fixed now. The car really doesn't go above 180, 185 at idle, which is great. We'll see how it is once we actually start beating on this thing and see, the temperatures that we see, and see if the radiator can get it back to a normal operating temperature. But regardless, everything is working as it should. Now, first thing that we need to do is replace this oil feed line. As you guys can see, it's a little tight. I don't like the routing. It's too close to everything, and yeah. So we got a little bit of a longer one. We're gonna go ahead and put that in, along with doing an oil change on the car, because I put oil in it, but obviously this car's been sitting for a while. So with ethanol and stuff like that, that oil can get, a little, I don't want to say milky, but, just ethanol content in your oil. So I had it running for a while. We're going to drain out this oil, put fresh oil in it before we hit the dyno. So we'll take care of those two things simultaneously. Second thing on the list I got to take care of is I got to drill into the turbo housing so we can put a 8th NPT for a boost pressure reference. So I got to do that. I was a little sketched about it, but honestly I don't think it's too bad. I'll probably pop the fan off just to get more room, pop off that cold side piping, and blow it out with air, compressed air, once I'm done drilling and tapping it. So I'm not too worried about that. Third thing I got to do is I got to wire in the pigtail for the AEM oil pressure gauge, just so that I can have oil pressure consistently on the aftermarket gauge that I have in the car. Obviously I can check it with EcuTech as well, but I just, for peace of mind with the build like this, I'd rather have it than, have to look at my phone, while I'm driving. So we'll get that buttoned up. And then the last thing, once everything is all squared away, we are going to do a boost pressure test. I bought one of those kits off Amazon. Some people actually told me that they've worked really great, so I figured, why not? Let's see what it does. So that's going to be the end, once we button everything up, just to make sure there's no boost leaks, because I don't want to go all the way to Tampa. It's about a 3.5 hour drive for me with a boost leak. So let's get into it. I'm going to start by draining the oil, changing the feed line, and then yeah, we'll knock the other stuff out. Okay, we got the new feed installed. As you can see, this definitely is ran better. This is exactly the vision I had for it, so we're good there. So we got the oil feed on, did an oil change on the car, no leaks so far, which is great. Now next thing I'm going to be doing is taking off this cold side pipe, prepping the turbo to get drilled, and then wiring the oil pressure sensor for the AEM gauge. Once we're done with both of those, we're going to put the boost tester on and make sure this thing doesn't have any leaks whatsoever, so we can make all the boost on the dyno. So let's get into it. All right guys, before we get into tapping the turbo, I got the pigtail for the oil pressure sensor, so I'm gonna hop under the car, set you guys up on a little time lapse. We'll get this wired in, plug it in, fire the car up so you guys can hear it, and we'll make sure that this is working. So let's play electrician here. Joy 7.
Guys, check me out. We in here, double heat shrink. So we got the pigtail wired in. Let's plug this in, start the car, make sure we're getting a reading out of the sensor, and yeah, let's get it. All right guys, plugged in the sensor. Let's start this thing up, see if I have oil pressure on the gauge. On the gauge, obviously I gotta still put the boost gauge vacuum line in, but coolant, oil pressure, boost gauge, everything working there. Car sounds crazy. Check the oil feed, no leaks, that's nice. We're back in business, boys. All we gotta do is tap that turbo and she's ready for the dyno, baby. Hell yeah. All right, we finished up tapping the turbo. As you can see there, to the eye it looks a little crooked, but it works. I just tested it, turned the car on, and everything seems to be working. So we got that finished up. I'm probably gonna need to go get another T for the vacuum lines, because as you can see here, we got one T coming off, then this hose is right here, and then we're gonna tee off, where did I put it? Well, here's the boost gauge sensor or whatever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tee into this line, so we'll have a T, this side will go to the turbo, and then that side will connect right here, so we have a reference to our boost gauge. And then I'll take it on a ride, see if we get anything on the gauge, and yeah, so all finished up with that. Just need to get the T. And then also wanted to be transparent with you guys. When I first put this on, the fitting on the turbo was leaking oil. Nothing crazy, but it was just a slight drip. So I took that out completely, just cleaned it, and then I was able to get it, you know, as tight as I could, and we no longer have an oil leak there, so that's nice. Button that system up, boost reference is done, everything's put back together. I need that T, and then we can test boost pressure test it, and then after that we're ready for the dyno. So so yeah, it's been a long journey, but I'm happy that we're finally getting towards the end. And yeah, so let's get the T on, put everything on for the final time, and go spin the block. You feel me? So we got the T, got all the vacuum lines and plumbing done. Again, we tapped the turbo, we got that boost reference there. I switched out a couple of lines that were just fitting like shit, and we got them all secure where they're actually tight over the barb fitting. The zip tie is literally just there as extra security because the barb is working as it should. So let's start it and see if I can build boost on the gauge. Yeah, let's see what happens. If not, we'll take it for a cruise and see if we're building boost while driving. All right, ladies and gents, the time has come. Let's get this thing started and go take it on its first maiden voyage. I really can't wait to drive it. I'm a little nervous, but So far, no leaks, no overheating. Seems to be well. So let's get this thing started up. guys, that is going to conclude this video. As you guys saw, she runs, she drives, she sounds great. Obviously can't get into nothing crazy because the car's not fully tuned yet, but that's pretty much our next stop. I got to do a boost pressure test just to make sure everything is good, but when I was driving it, I chicken footed it a little bit and I hit 4 pounds and it felt amazing. So car's in pretty good shape, man. No leaks, no nothing. It's not overheating. Everything so far so good, and that makes me pretty proud of myself, because obviously putting this car together for the first time, there could be 1,000 things wrong, and everything went pretty smooth for us. So I am really happy on that aspect. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. Car's back and running. We are back in this motherfucking game, son. So I'm hyped. I really am. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out.